Sky Blue Fans TV. For the fans, by the fans.
Yes, good evening. Welcome to Sky Blue Fans TV, FA Cup special after the fantastic heroics of our boys yesterday. And, well, what a better way to do it, but to go it the next day and get the reaction of everybody. So if you want to get your comments in, please do. We've got some guests joining us tonight and we've got our regulars as well. Before we do all that, here we go. Statue appeal. Don't forget, let's get this George and John statue outside the ground, outside the superstore for next May. If you can, please head over to the donation page and get a £5, just a fiver will do. Just get a fiver in there. Full 36,000 of us do it from yesterday. I'm sure we'd have enough money then, and a little bit left over for Mark Robbins' statue. So let's get the old pennies in there. And if you want to donate £500, you can do by heading over to the account there, Sky Blue in the community, and you can have your name on the statue. Not forgetting as well, there is a new podcast out at the moment. You can head over to Spotify, search Sky Blue History Podcast with Jim Brown, the Coventry City historian, featuring our very own Claudio Cardellino. They're going to be doing a new episode this week as well, coming out, so keep an eye out for that. But the first one, episode 1, is Jim and Claudio's early Coventry City memories, and this week's is going to be brilliant. So keep an eye out for that one coming your way. Now, we had such a successful evening at the White Horse last week. Someone suggested, why don't we do an end of season party? And we're going to do it. 2nd of May. We could only get the 2nd, which is a Thursday. So we're going to have an end of season party, 7 p.m. till close, which is 11 p.m. We're going to have some prizes. We're going to have a raffle. We're going to have some prizes. So please come down. If you want to come down, just head down. We had amazing people down there from all over the place. Southam, Kenilworth, Coventry, where else? Brinklow. They come from all over. So if you want to pop down, please do. We're going to have an end of season party. And tonight, what we want you to do is email us, gmail.co.uk. It's that time of the year to get your votes in for your player of the season as well. So if you can get your player of the season vote in, please send us an email. It is skybluefanstv@gmail.com. Going across the bottom of the screen for you now. So get involved. And if you want to come to the party, let us know in your email as well. Right, let's get this evening going then. What heroics we did yesterday. Absolutely amazing. And we've seen this young lady outside the ground. The signal wasn't great, but we still got a show going. And you would have thought, being at Wembley, the signal would be fantastic, but it wasn't. It was a bit dodgy, but there you go. Let's bring in Vicky. Good evening, Vicky.
Evening, Miles. You all right?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you?
Not too bad. A bit croaky today.
Yeah, it's been a bit roughing it on the old vocal cords today. I mean, it was amazing, wasn't it? Wasn't it amazing?
It was, yeah, an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah,
and I just think, yeah, it was amazing. So proud of the fans and the players. I just think everybody just stepped up, didn't they?
Oh, it was just unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. Let's get Claudio in. Good evening, Claudio.
Good evening.
How are you? You feeling all right?
Yeah, not too bad. It's I feel like we've had the moral victory as far as I'm concerned. And no doubt we'll talk about it. But if the players put their body through it, I put my body through it yesterday. Full English breakfast, few pints, Burger King, some chicken and chip thing in the ground. I was doing a proper workout. I felt absolutely awful today, this morning. But it's just, great occasion in a lot of ways, frustrating in another. Yeah. We'll cover that, won't we?
Yeah, we'll cover it all. We won't dwell on it too much. I think a lot of it is going to be proud and just over the moon with how, wow, the players, not just the players, as you said, Vic, the fans were just tremendous, and we'll get on to that very soon. And we got Chris Baker. Good evening, Chris. How are you?
Evening,
Sat next to
everyone.
me again.
Yeah.
You two were sat next to each other. That must have been a joyous occasion for
causing
you.
trouble. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It was really random because obviously we'd spoke and Claudio was sat in 501. I was sat in 552. Yeah, silly me thought there'd be like some sort of barrier between the two blocks or some sort of staircase. And I got to my seat and I sat next to Claudio and Luca. We weren't too impressed when I tried to cover his flag up with Keith's Canada one though.
Brilliant stuff. Right, well, listen, I'll tell you what, shall we start off? I'm going to start off the show with this, right? Please tell me, how the hell is this offside? I just don't get it. I seriously now, I don't get this. Right? I've had enough. Right, we're having VAR next year. This is just ridiculous. Right, there's loads of different photos of this. Right, there's a little photo there, and this one here, there. Right, the ball has already left his foot, so he hasn't. Well, I watched it back today. I watched it back, and I'm telling you now, there is no way Adju Wright is offside. There is one. Where is it? Oh, has it uploaded? This one here. Right, here you go. Right, is that offside? Is that offside?
No,
Anyone?
no, it's not offside.
That's not offside. The ball's there, so he's already moved. He's not offside, is he? The line of the pitch tells you he's not offside.
I mean, look at the linesman. Look at the linesman.
Yeah.
The far side. He's not even. Now, as soon as that goal goes in, if that's offside, the linesman will put his flag up.
Yeah.
To indicate somebody was offside, and they'll go back and check it. He didn't give it. The referee didn't give it.
No.
Some fool who was doing VAR decided we're not going to have that goal. And I think it was probably because it was so far late in the game. It's the winning goal, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's easier to disallow it than give it. And and the fact they can do what they want with the lines, can't they? I mean, I do geometry at work. I do lots of triangles and lines and whatever. And you can move things in a certain way and stand in a certain place to make something look out of line. It's easily done. If it's rubbish.
Yeah.
Not offside as far as I'm concerned. And it wasn't clear and obvious. It wasn't a clear and obvious error, which is the key here.
Yeah.
If they'd have gone back to it and it'd been at least half a leg, you think, yeah, damn it. Because the thing is, when he gets the ball, because I'm sitting, we were close to it, weren't we, Chris? And when we saw it, we kind of thought Hadji's reaction was a bit slow at first because he probably thought he was offside, but obviously nothing was given. There was no flag, nothing, and the game just carried on. But Wan-Bissaka looks over his shoulder at the lino, and he sees straight away, oh no, I've played the wrong side. Yeah, and the game carries on.
And the only person who put his hand up for the offside is the goalkeeper, who's in his goal.
Yeah, it was a clown, isn't it?
And when we scored it, the Man United players fell to the floor because they knew that was it. It was over. They knew that was a goal. I'm going to read a comment here. Right? This is from my friend Katrina, who lives in London. She's a West Ham fan, right? I know they don't have a lot of love for Man United and everything else, but she said to me, right, she went, VAR robbed you. Supposed to be clear and obvious. But as usual, Man United get the decision, go their way. Alex Ferguson on VAR lol should be scrapped. I hate it and it's ruining the game. That's Sir Alex Ferguson. Right? And she just said, glad we enjoyed the day. And she's gutted for us because we were robbed. Really robbed.
Well, like I said to you earlier, Miles, I had a phone call on the coach from a mate who's a Sunderland season ticket holder in a club, a working men's club in Sunderland, and said when that fourth goal went in, they cheered like Sunderland had scored in the bar. He said, they've never heard a roar like it. It was ridiculous. And I had somebody who's an Everton fan say exactly the same. He said they cheered it as if somebody had scored against Liverpool. Yeah. So, yeah. I think we've made new fans, actually, across the world, I think, with that performance, especially the last 20 minutes, that second half and extra time.
Unbelievable. Chris, your thoughts on that, mate?
I'm so proud of the lads. To a man, they were brilliant yesterday. I mean, I think we all feared the worst after last week's performance against Birmingham. But to do that, 70 minutes to be 3-0 down, take it to extra time and win the game, because let's be honest, we did win the game. I can't believe that the authorities keep pushing this VAR agenda. It's clearly broken. I don't know anyone outside the footballing authorities who think that this is a good idea to keep this thing. And it's ruining the game. It's, you know, like next year, a team similar to us, or us find ourselves in the same situation, the same thing happens again. You're not going to want to cheer that last minute winner because you think it might be took away from you 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes later. It's a disgrace. It's clearly onside. I've seen lines where it looks like the line's actually going over Wan-Bissaka's boot.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, it's like they've got a 2-year-old drawing these lines on. It's ridiculous.
I mean, I watched it back today, and I think they said something like the last time there was a consecutive derby in an FA Cup was something like 18 something. So Vic, they wanted this, didn't they? They wanted this Man United Man City final, didn't they, Vic?
Oh, they did, and that's the worry, isn't it? Because have they actually deliberately done that? Is it just a human error? Is it somebody useless in VAR, or have they deliberately contrived to make that how badly have we been robbed there? And that's the thing, isn't it? And that's what it feels like. It feels like that's what they wanted, and they made sure that's what happened because there was no way they wanted us to be in that final, and so they found a way to get that goal ruled out. And it's just heartbreaking for the players as well, having put in all that effort. And we were the only team towards the end of that game looking for a win. Like we were the team driving. It felt like the sort of Wolves momentum again. Like that was what was going to happen. And as a neutral watching like the Premier League all season, I've been grumbling about VAR and offsides for toenails because I just think it ruins the spirit of the game. I mean, ultimately the game is about scoring goals, and so ruling out goals because someone's toenail is like just slightly over a line is just ridiculous. It should never be that tight to be offside. So all season watching like the Premier League, I felt sorry for teams, and so I felt bad enough when I thought that's what had happened to us. But then when you watch some of the replays back and you see the angles, it's not even that tight. He was so onside that I don't know how they've come to that decision, and it's just infuriating.
I think by watching it, they've rewound it until they can see that he's offside on the spot, right? And they've drawn the line. They haven't rewound it to where the ball leaves Callum O'Hare's boot. Now, if you look at some of the pictures and you watch it back, when if you freeze it, you can see that he's clearly onside and the ball is already left Callum O'Hare's boot. Yeah. So when he's in line, the ball's already gone away from Callum O'Hare's foot. So why aren't they rewinding it back to when the ball's on Callum O'Hare's boot to then see where it is? But, you know, listen, I just wanted to get that out of the way because he's been
get rid of
that. Let's get rid of that.
Let's move on now.
I think we've had a Man United fan come in here early on. Little Jimmy, he says, well, you are You are closing to equalising, but we need to defend as much as we can to not let you Coventry to score. I think that must have been from yesterday. Yeah. Go Man United. So he must have posted that up yesterday while we were at the game, thinking we were probably going to do a live stream yesterday. But I mean, going on to the lads, it was absolutely phenomenal. And can I just say, the fans were brilliant, weren't they? Let's talk about the fans, Claudio. While you're talking about the fans and Chris and everyone else, have a little chat amongst you. I'll bring some pictures up. I mean, I was amazed at this. This is fantastic. I mean, Claudio, I mean, that's just amazing, isn't it?
It's great. I mean, I've took a photograph, obviously, from the halfway line of that. It was brilliant. On the way there was, on the rampart, there was about 6 or 7 kids, about 8, 9 years old, Man United fans as we just turn up, and they're going, "Who are you? Who are you?" And so I started singing. I'm just, I mean, 58 for God's sake. I started singing to him, "You only live round the corner, live round the corner," and also about 30 ugly Cov City fans started singing it with me at these little kids. We were just howling. I thought, if you come here, give us the big one. I don't care if you're 8 years old, you're getting it back. We're doing a Mark Robbins to that Wolves ball boy, basically. I thought, but the atmosphere was great. I'll tell you one thing, what I noticed after the game, apart from, we probably will talk about the fact we stayed behind, but as we were walking out, when we lost to Luton, lots of Luton fans came up to me and were going, "Oh, congratulations, what a performance. Really sorry we beat you. Somebody had to win. We hope you go up next season." It was and it felt sincere, that lot. And, I said to Luke, I said, this brings back the memories of playing these teams for all those years. And this is why you hate them. They're so up themselves. They so think they deserve to win everything. Performance. They just shuffled past us, probably embarrassed, actually, to be honest. But there's no hint of anything from them. Unlucky lads or whatever, just nothing. It just bombing past us. I thought, "Oh, go on then, you miserable gits. Get back to your Kentish homes, wherever they live around there." I just thought, go on. Yeah, I thought, it's just typical those big club mentality. I just hope we never be like that. I just hope it doesn't happen to us. I don't think it will. It won't. No. It won't.
No, I can't see it happening. I mean, Vic, when you look at that picture there, look at that. I mean, it's just beautiful, isn't it? I mean, a lot of
beautiful, isn't it?
People are thinking, why are we saying it's beautiful? It's beautiful because look at this one. That's Man United at the other end. That's poor. Ain't that poor? You look at that. Where's it gone? You look at that, and then you look at that. That's poor.
What you can't see, Miles, from your end, they all had those placard things on the seats.
Yeah.
They had the black, white, and red, basically. And they're all meant to hold them, and they weren't.
Yeah.
In fact, they're chucking them as airplanes most of the time.
Yeah. But the thing is, they're not even wearing their colours, are they?
Oh, they don't.
I was about to say that. More interested in wearing their Stone Island jumpers.
Yeah.
Look at me. Look how big I am. Look how hard I am.
It's just dreadful, isn't it, when you think about it? I mean, Chris, what do you make to the banner? Nice, eh?
Loved it. Yeah, it's great. It's amazing. Loved it. Really did.
He's good.
Really did.
Yeah. And I think Jimmy Hill's there, if I can see.
Yeah, he's there, Jimmy Hill.
That needs to be at the ground, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think they need to put that somewhere in the ground up high, around the top or something, don't they? Really, that needs to go. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. Claudia, am I right in saying that we're allowed to take our flags Wednesday?
Apparently so. That's what I've been seeing.
Yeah.
Somebody contacted the club and they said, I think it was Jody Jones who replied to somebody saying they're allowed to take your flags in.
Brilliant. Now, Chris, did you get like my son? It got a little bit too much.
Is that the beer?
That's half time. So you're 2-0 down going in at half time. You're thinking, oh, crikey, O'Reilly, this is a mountain to climb, innit? I mean, did you think the same? Did you think this is a mountain to climb?
Yeah, you're fearing the worst at that point.
Yeah.
I got to be honest, I've got a bit of a story about yesterday, because I missed my coach in the morning. Weren't very well yesterday morning. I physically couldn't get myself sorted. Didn't think I was going to go. So literally, I got to the coach part. I thought, I can't do this. I didn't feel well enough. Like I thought I could be, worried it was going to get worse and that. So I actually went home and went back to bed and waved my mates off. But I had my ticket on me still. But I went home to bed, medication, a couple of hours in bed. I woke up about 10:30, 11. I thought I feel a lot better now. I feel like I could do this. Booked a last minute parking space, which cost me 80 quid. And got in the car and drove. And then got there. So at half time, I'm sitting there thinking, why have I done this? With my coach and the parking, that's 120 quid right there. That's before you even take the ticket into account. So, but then at the end of the game, I was telling Claudio it was worth every penny. It really was.
Oh,
But
definitely.
in fairness, Chris, we had a conversation at half time saying what we should do, and Robbins did it. It pays sitting above where the coach is. He sometimes listens.
Yeah.
I think Doug was on the balcony below Earwig, and he was like,
feeding it down. Yeah.
saying this.
The thing is, I think.
Sorry.
Go on, Vic.
So I was going to say, the thing is, I didn't think Man United were even that good in the first half. I think we were nervous and showed them a bit too much respect, and were really the author. They never looked. So I always thought we could get back in it if we could get ourselves sorted. Man United didn't turn up and put on any sort of performance particularly. Maguire, that if they get a corner, that there's a threat because Maguire's good at that, isn't he? So they're just sort of typical things. But I never thought that they looked amazing at any stage of the game, really. And once we got going, it was all us.
Yeah.
I think Van Bissaka, whatever his name is, cost United 45 million. Was it 50 million?
Yeah.
From Palace. Our right back is way better than him.
Way better.
He was, I think, the best player on the pitch by a mile.
Yeah.
First and second half. I thought Milan was he looked like a proper player out there. And some of the runs, every time he ran forward, Luke was going, that's another million, that's another million, that's another million.
Yeah, he was.
He wasn't he? He's now, yeah. I thought, stop taking players on.
Stop it.
It's not looking so good.
I must admit, the whole time the game's going on, because I thought our best player was Ben Sheaf.
It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Again, wasn't it?
In the back of my head, I'm sitting here thinking, I hope someone's not going to flash the money at him in the summer because, look, I think we could do keeping O'Hare. I don't think we will. I think it's already decided he's going. But for me, Sheaf is our best player. He's the one we can't lose, not O'Hare.
Yeah.
Sheaf yesterday, when I watched it back today, I seen his tackle again on Rashford. And even the commentator said, what a great tackle. Rashford's gone down on the floor, sort of nearly crying because he's been done by Sheaf and he can't take it that he's been done by Sheaf. And then there was a tackle there was a tackle just before Sheaf landed on top of him. And Rashford gets up and looks at Ben and goes, what are you doing? Well, what do you think? What do you think he's doing? He's tackling you twat. Sorry. Honest. You know what I mean? He's gone up and gone, what are you doing? Well, what do you think he's doing? He's having a go at you, mate. He's trying to get the ball off you. What do you think? That's what we have to do. We have to get the ball off you, Rashford. Don't just dilly-dally around and cry in your hands, mate. Because that's what they were doing. Garnacho the same. And what about that tackle from Binks in the second half of extra time on Bruno? Wow, what a tackle that was, wasn't it? Took him right out. It was brilliant.
It's interesting because he looked so comfortable playing in such a big arena, didn't he, Binks?
Yeah.
Milan did, Sheaf did. Some players really stood out, I thought. But
especially even some of the fringe players stepped up, Tavares and De Silva both when they came on looked better than we've seen them. I thought just everybody stepped up their game to another level.
Well, De Silva took a few players on a couple of times when he came on. And you were like, where's this De Silva been all season?
Yeah.
Tavares was like.
But I
Tavares was unbelievable.
I think it's all to do when Robbins takes the shackles off. When we go forward at the back and we start pushing forward, that's the difference. We've got players who can hurt teams if he lets them go forward.
Yeah,
it was desperate the first half. You could see Sims and Hadji Wright were isolated. They weren't getting involved. And as soon as the second half, Tavares come on, we're thinking, hey, look at this. This is great stuff.
Yeah.
What a ball in for Sims's goal. And to Sims take it first time, okay, it came off his shin, but he still had to strike his leg at it. And it's just.
He meant that.
He did mean it. He did mean to hit it like that. So it went in and you're thinking, what a great strike, first time strike.
The
6
whole-
goals in the competition now.
I think the whole game was designed for us to change in the second half because when he made the substitutions, all the players ran off the pitch. There was
Yeah.
like Liam Kitchen. It's almost like they knew it was going to change at that particular time. But
Yeah.
you know, it was risky because I think I put down it's going to be a high scoring draw and penalties or something like that. I just thought
you 3-3, Cov to win on pens. So I put 4-3, but yeah,
yeah, because of
You were right, Miles.
the fact
I was right, wasn't I?
yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all thought there'd be goals because of the way both teams let in goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, shall I do some
But you
comments,
know-
Miles?
But yeah, in a sec, 2 secs.
Yeah.
But one thing I want to say is first half, okay, they went in 2-0 up. They only had 3 shots on goal.
They're a
Children
disgrace. And their
went
goals
in.
as well. They like the first one was our error. The two people,
Yeah.
keeper and the defender, had a chance to cut that out before it's got anywhere to the danger
Yeah,
zone
Colin-
that it has done. And
I was
they've
going to
not
say,
done
should
it.
have Collins got that? Should have Collins got that cross when it came in
he should
for the
have
first
stopped that
goal?
cross out. Yeah,
He's got to be in it.
I think so.
and then
Yeah.
okay, Slabhead's scored a corner, but you expect him to be good from corners with the size of
But
that forward.
But that corner shouldn't have been allowed because the
No.
initial ball where it went down the line, Darlow was
Offside.
offside. It was
Yeah.
offside. Wasn't
Yeah.
given.
Yeah.
Second stage of play, whatever they call it, they get a corner.
Yeah. Well, it was a great
Well,
save, weren't it?
I
It was
felt
a great
just
save.
about to
great
say, I
save.
felt really bad for Collins on that one because that was an
I know.
absolutely brilliant save.
But from
What
the
a
corner,
great
they
save.
score.
That's what's wrong about the system because if that had gone in, they'd have probably checked the offside and
Yes.
it'd have been
Yeah.
ruled out. But because
Yeah.
it didn't go in and he's put up a great save, he's then penalised. It's just, it's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah. It's you know, as you say, it's just look, look, it was just
Oh,
great anyway.
I was in
It's just
agreement.
great.
I was in agreement when they brought goal line technology, and I thought that was needed. And let's be honest, it's
Yeah,
a machine.
definitely.
It does as a watch. It works. It works
Yeah.
seamlessly. There's never been
Well,
an
it
issue
did-
with it, except for
did that
that one
against-
thing that sent Sheffield United down. But this VAR, it's ridiculous. You know.
Yeah. Yeah,
When
it's
they brought
pathetic.
it in, I was all for it because I watched quite a lot of rugby, and the sort of fourth official video thing in rugby works quite well. And so in my mind, I thought that's how it was going to work. I thought it would be great.
Yeah.
It would like stop some of these like sort of controversial things, like I don't know, I can't think of one off the top of my head, but like the sort of things that you talk about that were really, really wrong. And actually, it hasn't done. It's not made anything better. It's just made everything worse. I mean, only the FA and everyone could manage to make a system that makes it worse than it was before. It's just crazy.
It seems to work well in other competitions like the World Cup, UEFA, Euros. So it's obviously down to the people who are operating the system.
It. Yeah.
I was just
And-
about to say that. The first time I'd seen it used was the 2018 World Cup, and I thought on a whole, it was good. It was done and used really well. But every league I've seen it in throughout Europe, it's been awful.
Have
Well,
you
look at
seen
Everton's game. Everton's game yesterday.
Shocking.
I've seen it on the news tonight. Everton's game yesterday. What,
Two of
three
those
penalties?
at least two of those
Three
were penalties.
penalties they should have had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easy.
Apparently, the guy in the VAR room was a Luton fan. but it goes back. It goes back to when we played Leeds. The referee was from Yorkshire. We played Southampton. The referee's from the Isle of Wight. You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be doing that. It's just wrong. Right, let's have a quick ad break. Claudio, we get some comments in, and then we've got some videos as well. Got loads of videos to go through. And Claudia, you got some comments from media, ain't you, or something you want to read out?
I will do from the Guardian. Some nice little words.
Okay, so what we'll do, we'll just before we do, just want to give a big shout out to my family. They got on the Facebook page for the BBC yesterday. There's Lily May, Michelle, Paul, Matty, Martin, and everyone there. Keith's there. I'm at the back. Neil's at the back as well. Jack's dad, Paul's at the back. Absolutely brilliant day out. So there you go. Oh, and guess what? I noticed the players on the balcony. Boom. There's Martin and Neil. There's me with my 2 points. Uncle
Point in
Cyril.
each hand. Love it.
Point in each hand. Saves going to the bar twice, doesn't it? And there's Uncle Phil with me. Look, there he is, bless him. Right, let's get some adverts in, and we'll get through the comments, Claudio.
Sky Blue Fans TV. For the fans, by the fans.
Yeah, welcome back to Sky Blue Fans TV. I'm Miles Cannon. I'm in charge again tonight. So I bet you're fed up with me now. You've had me all last week and today. But, we got the team here. We got Claudio's here, Victoria's here, and Chris Baker as well, who ended up sitting next to Claudio, paying 85 quid for a car park and 2-0 down at half time. He thought, what am I doing here? Oh, I don't know. What about that? Don't forget, if you want to donate to the statue of Bill for George and John, please do. It's only a £5. It's less than a pint of beer at the football. I'll tell you what, it was dear at the game yesterday, that's for sure. And the account number's there if you want to put £500 down as well. You can have your name on the statue. Please, come on, let's get that statue ready. If all 36,000 of us yesterday put a couple of quid in, we would be already there. So if you are one of the 36,000, spread it around. Come on, couple of quid, get it in there, and we can get that statue. And then you never know, might have a bit left over from Mark Robinson's statue. Don't forget as well, the first episode of the Sky Blue History podcast with Jim Brown, Coventry City's FC historian. He has got his own podcast now with Claudio, and they are talking about their Coventry City memories in the first episode, and their next episode is going to be even better. So keep an eye out for that one this week sometime. And we have an end of season night. Come on, come down to the White Horse. Claudio's already sitting in the window waiting. But down the old White Horse on the 2nd of May. We could only get the Thursday night. So pop down. We're going to have a raffle and everything, 7 till 11 till close. We'll have a great night. I don't know, I might even take my DJ gear. Might fit it in that little room and we could have a little bit of a party. Why not? Let's do it. Let's get down there. Enjoy yourselves and come and have a few drinks. We'll have a chat as well. We'll do a live show and we can all get involved in the conversation. Right, Claudio, over to you.
All right, we've got loads of comments, so bear with me. I'll just run through as many as I can.
Yeah, do that. And we got Guess the Gate.
Oh, yeah, we have a winner.
Yeah, we do.
So, Gar87, what a performance, what an atmosphere, what a game. Those boys did us all proud yesterday. Should hold their heads up high at the CBS on Wednesday night.
Yeah, definitely.
Proved twice this season we can go toe-to-toe with the best. Paul Hughes, even all proud, frustrated, a bit angry, need to look to next season now, as I think the playoffs are too much to ask now. Paul Cutterford, at least our ears have been saved from an FA Cup final song. Is that Dave Saunders? Don't forget the fans from Stratford upon Avon.
We won't, Dave. We won't.
And also the couple who came to that meeting from Silverstone.
Yes,
been
they
home
did.
and away all season. They're only a young couple as well. They travel the Leamington supporters group, and they sometimes come all the way to Leamington or Warwick to get picked up.
Yeah,
to go to an away game.
Oh,
It's the dedication of some fans is ridiculous. It really is, what they do to get to games. Ian Harris, absolutely fantastic effort by the Sky Blues yesterday. Very, very proud of the team, management, and of course the global Coventry City fan base, PUSB, Sky Blue Army in LA. I had a message from my cousins in Italy that my father turned into Coventry City fans way back. So they were watching it, and written in Italian, they basically said, VAR is ruining the experience of being a football fan, is basically translated. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, definitely.
I think all fans just want to go back. They've tried it, go back to normal stuff. Dave Granigan, what a day, what a performance by a very single player. Can't be any more proud to support this club. and the Sky Blue Army was out of the world. Had tears in my eyes when we sang "Live and Die."
Yeah, that was emotional. That was.
Nino,
got a
Carv,
bit-
does anyone believe we were conned yesterday? Human error or corruption? I just think we were robbed at an FA Cup final place.
Yeah, definitely.
West Sky Blue, great day, great atmosphere, great team, great match. Playoffs are still on. Nino Carver, I've watched the replay of the so-called offside many times. I've come to the conclusion it was a fix for some reason. This is Wayne. What a day, team. For 65 minutes, it was pretty dull football. Then 3 subs turned it around and we totally dominated the Manx. Extra time, we looked stronger, fitter, and wanted it. Simply outstanding stuff, and the belief was immense. Also, that ridiculous rant by Pep Guardiola after the Chelsea game, where
Yeah,
he's going about not having enough rest. I'm thinking, you're an idiot, mate. We've got to play Hull City on Wednesday.
yeah, I know. Yeah,
Well, I
And
think
then
we've got
game
4
Saturday.
games. We've got 4 games now, haven't we, in a fortnight because of the like having to fit in
Yeah.
this Hull and Ipswich. With like virtually no squad, and he just hasn't got a clue, has he? It's just a completely different world. He's got. I mean, was it Alan Shearer that said to him, "Well, you could just play some different players"? Somebody said that to him, didn't they?
Yeah, it's
We
ridiculous.
can't do that. Our players are all going to be knackered because they put in so much effort. Are going to have to play again. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you know what they should have done?
got enough for 3 squads in their team.
Exactly. They should have done the old Benny Hill thing and slapped him on the top of his head like that. You know what I mean? Just shut up.
Would have
Just
slapped
my
him
head
to-
in.
He did sort of defend us though the other day when someone asked him before our game in the press conference, I think it was after their semi-final, but was he looking forward to another Manchester derby? And he did turn around and say, "Do not disrespect Coventry City," and then refused to answer any more of that journalist questions
Yeah,
for the rest
he
of the
walked
press
off.
conference.
Yeah, he
So,
walked off.
Drury,
Yeah.
hi guys, and it's not
All right, guys.
offside.
Hello.
It's not offside. Why would the powers that be rob us? Nino Carv.
Because
Oh, this is dangerous. I'm sure they all agree. Right, let's go further down.
they want a Man United Man City final. Simple as. You
Probably
can
because
tell.
the
Yeah.
Emirates never heard of Coventry.
That's it.
This is from Adam Shaw. Struggled to find a United fan yesterday with a Manc accent. Marks the Arch was great. We turned London sky blue and white. From the Sky Blue Fans Forum.
Hi,
very
Craig.
good. Evening, Craig. Very good forum. They are indeed. He was banning people again today. Well, he basically tells them no bad language. You don't need it on stuff like that.
No.
We might have lost the game in a dubious way, but we won the hearts of the nation from other club supporters. Even Man United fans, they want our gaffer to manage them. But they do.
hands off there.
Yeah, you keep your hands off there, guys.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? With all our messages from fans of all of the clubs that we know, like so we definitely, as a club, have won a lot of like admiration from fans around the country, and that's. I mean, once we're gutted and it's a bitter pill, I think we've come out of this with pride and credibility, haven't we?
Yeah.
Watching that, it made me now realise what it's like to be an England fan, because the amount of times you fellas have lost games where you should have won them in dubious circumstances. I thought that's what it must feel like.
Remember a specific final, Claudio. You seem to benefit from those dubious decisions.
I thought you were talking about. No, Gavin Williams, great for recruitment this summer. All eyes were on us yesterday. Players will have took note across the world. Yeah, that's what you don't want, isn't it?
But no, I think what he's saying is it's a flip thing. It's not about us losing players. It's about people wanting to play for us because we're an attractive club to play for now, aren't we? We develop players and we have success.
It's key when you see a fan base as well like that.
Yeah,
because players have said it's great to play in front of fans who want to see you play.
Yeah.
Lee Beckett, wish we could have got a player on so they could take back our praise to them and how proud we are. Oh, right. We should go
on the show,
yeah. Unfortunately, that would be very difficult currently.
What was that? Missed that because someone's just messaged me say Leeds are 1-0 down to Borough.
Wish you could have got a player on so they could take back our praise to them.
Oh, yeah.
We are, but that's a bit difficult at the minute. Dave Saunders, it's not VAR, it's the people that interpret it, which is true. They're just not doing the job, are they? Brian Kavanagh, the people that are managing VAR rather than VAR itself seems to work in the World Cup. There's something not quite right. Trevor Merriman, on loads of social media networks, lots of other fans worldwide have said Man United win this match. Coventry City won our hearts. We need the CBS pack rocking, flag waving on Wednesday night. Say how proud we are. The sky, proud we all are. PUSB.
Yeah,
I'd
everyone.
extend that when we say we want to pack out the CBS, we need to sell out Blackburn as well. We've got a big allocation for Blackburn. I don't think it's sold out yet, is it? I'd love to see it sold out, especially with all the uproar and hilarity. I understand that people might not be able to afford it after yesterday, because especially for me, it was an expensive day. But just if you can manage it, get yourself down to Ewood Park on Saturday and support the lads there as well.
Fancy dress as well.
It's Ian Harris. The global footballing community watched for themselves. We, Coventry City FC, were robbed of a fantastic comeback and victory over one of the footballing giants. It's true, it's the greatest victory that's never going to be recorded in our history, I think. I'll have a word with Jim tomorrow night about that. He'd probably agree, I think.
Yeah.
Carl Baker said if you look at the line of grass, he was well onside.
Yeah, we had that picture. We showed it earlier. Yeah.
Mostly love for music. Surely we should be able to appeal incorrect, potentially corrupt VAR decisions. Imagine if the goal is reinstated in Coventry and granted the place in the final. They just won't, though, will they? It's just
no.
Would you want it like that, though?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would.
It's true because you get the cup final, but a bit sweet. You sat home 24 hours later and what?
They have in Germany, haven't they? Didn't they replay the last 10 minutes of the game because of the decision?
Seriously, yeah, we should be giving it, I think.
West Sky Blue with how both sets of Manchester fans are, the final may as well be played at a library.
Oh yeah, they were awful at singing. We sang all game. We were unbelievable. We got
even their song. We had our song, brilliant. Their song, we were brilliant again.
We took over their song.
We took over their song, didn't we, Chris?
I was thinking, oh no, they're going to think that's Man United singing that on the telly. I'm thinking, no, it's us singing it.
No, because it says "Take Me
people
Home."
Know. Yeah. People were messaging me; they could tell. People knew that was us.
Could they?
Yeah.
And when their stadium announcer was interviewing Yapstam before the game,
hilarious.
He got drowned out.
And Gary McSheffrey got drowned out, and Casey Palmer. Casey Palmer had to lean forward to listen to what she was. The lady was asking him.
We were booing Yapstam, though, weren't we? That was.
Oh, we were heavily.
But I'll tell you what was poor is that they got John Hartson, like as if he's a club legend, played 12 matches.
Well, we got relegated as well.
Your highlights? Your highlights? You got relegated, you idiot. There's no highlights. Dave Brannigan, the United fan base are vile. I agree. They think they're given right to win. When they don't get their own way, they hate it. This is true, Ian. Ian Small, work of art, that flag definitely was.
Yeah, definitely. Hope you had a good day, Ian.
Man U fans were all privileged morons. Let's face it. When they thought they'd lost, they started to leave. Then here on outside the ground, the VAR decision, they tried to run back in.
And they weren't allowed in.
I've got. Let's show that video. Let's show that video before you do another one. Let's have a little look. I've got it here somewhere. Let me find it. Here you go. Imagine being like that.
But
awful.
I heard some of our fans were leaving at half time too. I can't believe that. And then
were they?
Yeah,
there was a couple of lads in a pub when we were 3-0 down. They'd been to the game and they left at 3-0.
There's a family on TikTok called the Coles. They've actually gone viral. They've got quite a big following, and they've done videos about them going yesterday, and then done videos about them that they left at half time because it was 2-0. And he was doing videos like, what have I done? And you're like, well, you know, you just don't leave a game early. It's like written rule. I've been sat in the CBS watching us lose 6-2 to Yeovil in League Two at home on a bank holiday. Didn't leave to the final whistle. It just you just don't do it.
No.
Oh, I don't know. I left at 3-0 at Birmingham, mate, because I knew nothing was going to happen.
I'm with Chris and that. You never leave early. And I think the thing with our club as well is you just never know. That comeback is in our locker. We can do that. So you just don't leave early. And I think at the end of the day as well, like the players deserve the fans to be there, like to applaud them at the end. Like, I mean, it just was ridiculous when they were showing like Bruno being interviewed and there's like no Man United fans behind him. And then they've got the club players, they're all like celebrating and applauding like the effort they've put in. It looks like they're the team that have lost and we're the team that have won. I mean, it just shows all that's wrong with football, really. Their fans are all that are wrong with football.
The TV gave Bruno Fernandes man of the match.
I don't know how.
Should have gave Ben Sheaf.
It should have been a Coventry player, hands down.
Should have been Ben Sheaf.
Yeah.
Yes, Chris, it should have been Ben Sheaf. Ben Sheaf was phenomenal yesterday. He was. Yeah. He was phenomenal.
I was devastated for him when he missed the penalty because I was just thinking after the way he played, why did it have to? I mean, not that I wanted one of our players to miss a penalty, but why did it have to be him? Because he played so well.
Wayne Littlewood, I've never seen scenes like it when the fourth goal went in. My ticket was in block 129, and I think I ended up in 128. Chaos of people jumping everywhere. I couldn't jump very fast. I'd have been like that Ipswich fan the Mason fan at Ipswich rolling down
the raw box.
Yes,
straight
to Dougie's lap.
I mean, you're talking about the fans, right? They showed on the telly today when I watched it back the executives of Man United, and they all sat there like this, like that. And then they panned to Doug King and everyone, and they're all like talking to each other. And they're sat there just, even before kickoff, they're sat there like that. And you think, what are you doing?
And to be fair, I bet that Sir Jim Ratcliffe is sat there thinking, why have I ploughed 2 billion into this shower of rubbish?
I bet he wishes he carried on running the marathon again. Because he ran the marathon before.
Yeah, he went round twice on that Sir David Brailsford.
I reckon he should have gone round it again, so he didn't have to watch that.
What I thought was poor today as well, I thought I listened to loads of sports shows. Yeah, they said, unlucky Coventry and all the rest of it, but all the shows were about Man United, basically.
Yeah.
And the failings of Man United. I thought, they talk about that every week, talk about something different. Rob Nichols, the momentum of our club is growing year on year. This is just a small setback on the way to something much bigger. Stick with it, guys. The next couple of years are going to be awesome.
Exactly. Totally agree. Ian Small, tears on 120, unreal emotions, all 3 generations crying. Then that dubious decision, never known such a high and low, proud as can be. Drove up here for the whole game, fly home Thursday. Oh, might bump into you, Ian, then, on Wednesday. Danny Drury, Roy Keane said we looked like the Prem team. Man United looked like the Championship team in the end. All right. Yeah, we need to know, actually. This is from Trevor Merriman. Who designed and did the artwork for our banner? Thank you, Doug, for sorting that and the flags.
Yeah.
Wayne Littlewood's gone for Milan, was man of the match. He was outstanding, closely followed by Sheaf. Sadly, I feel Sheaf is going to be sold in the summer.
Hopefully not.
It's the famous prism.
And Rob Nichols' talk was superb when he came on.
He was.
There's so many comments.
I've got one here. Brian Kavanagh's coming. He says, if people that are moaning the VAR rather than the VAR itself seems to work in the World Cup, there is something not quite right. There is something not quite right over here. Something not right, is there? Definitely not.
I'm going to skip to this one. Should De Silva, this is from Gary Stone, should De Silva play left-sided midfield? Underrated technically.
I I still stick with Bidwell, to be honest. I think Bidwell
In
will be
mid- in
playing.
I don't
midfield,
think he means
though.
in front of Bidwell.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah,
he?
no, I think you keep,
No.
especially when we play the 4 at the back. I think you still keep Hadji Wright out there because he caused them problems yesterday, didn't he? Hadji Wright. You know, if he comes up against someone who's pretty slow, he's quick, isn't he? He's quick. De Silva's a little bit too short, I think, for me. Although he did come on and he had a great game. He was brilliant, I thought, yesterday.
So Graham Cockrell, what I would like to say is we played 2 Prem sides, won away and took Man United to a shootout. I'm so proud of the team. It's showing we can succeed in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I think if we did go up, we'd need obviously 4 or 5 players, but I don't think we'd struggle that badly because we play a certain style of football that is equipped to play against some of these teams.
Yeah, and they don't like it.
Yeah, we proved against Wolves, and these are above mid-table teams. And United, in fairness, he played his strongest 11. That's his strongest 11
Yeah.
that he could pick. He didn't chuck in any youngsters to start the game. He went to win that game. And he showed when he started changing things how actually the players we brought on were obviously a bit stronger than theirs.
Yeah, it's like Roy Keane said that we looked like the Premiership side yesterday, and Man United looked like the Championship side because the way they went 2-0 up, and the goalkeeper taking his time and playing silly buggers and all that sort of thing. He said, "Why haven't they just gone for it? You've got your Coventry at 2-0 down, 2-0 up, and the goalkeeper's playing silly buggers and wasting time." And to be fair,
as well.
the referees had a mare there because he was wasting time from even when they went 1-0 up.
Yeah.
He was wasting time, and you're like, how long does it take to give him a yellow card? How long does it take?
If the ref had any bottle, he'd have sent him off because he yellow cards him. He waves his arms around in disgust, and then goes and drinks a drink to basically make. He's taking the mick out of the ref.
Yeah,
and the ref should have said, "Second yellow, off you go."
Yeah,
but they just won't, will they?
They ain't got no balls to do it. That's the problem. Yeah. They've got no balls to do it because it's a goalkeeper. They won't do it, and it's given
the antics of Martinez in the week and Anana yesterday during penalty shootouts as well. This whole wiping the yellow card after the game, after extra time, needs to be abolished because they can't be allowed to behave in that manner. That's not gamesmanship. That's not, managing the game or how people like to call it. That's cheating. That is what they were doing. What he did yesterday in that shootout. And when Collins did it back to him, he threw a little paddy about it.
Yeah.
I think what they need to say, like they used to years ago, when the penalty was taken, once it's over, the goalkeeper used to have to walk out the side of the 6-yard box.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be allowed to come out of the 6-yard box anywhere near the penalty spot. Anyway, he should. And that's what they need to implement, like they used to years ago.
They used to have to stand behind the line and go to the left or right-hand side of the goal.
And just stay there. None of this bringing the ball out and messing about. Even
the linesman would intervene and pull the goalkeeper away.
Yeah.
It's just bullshit. I'm not allowed to swear. Oh, said it. It's bullshit.
Music. There should always be independent scrutiny of VAR officials. We should be able to hear and see what they are discussing when reviewing, or else it was easy to contrive a false and corrupt outcome. The thing is, and this is a sort of serious thing, corruption happens in football. It's happened, and it's still happening now, where officials are got at. Who's to say? I mean, there's a certain country I come from. I can guarantee there's some very dark arts in certain areas of Italy where you can get to officials. Yeah. There's no, and it's hard to prove, but you can easily just turn a blind eye because they're being told to. It's happened in the past with referees. The club I follow, it's the Juventus have done it with not the players, but the officials high up, as in like the owners of the clubs and that, have spoken to certain referees and have asked for favourable decisions.
Yeah.
Well, Barca have been investigated for it as well, haven't they?
Yeah, and I've listened to some ex-referees, some of the really well-known ones in this country, who said when they used to go on European matches to referee, they'd be met at the airport straight away with the club officials say of, AC Milan say, I'm not saying it was AC Milan, but they'd be taken out for meals. Would you like a Cartier watch? Would you like this? Would you like that? Not actually saying we want your decisions, but that's what they're doing. Yeah, it's all. So I think, motion of music, you're right. Things need to be checked at times, and you do need that conversation. What they're looking at.
That's recorded. I mean, like in rugby, that's what they do, don't they? You can hear the ref talking to the fourth official, and then so you might not always agree with the decision, but at least you know why they've reached it, and you know it's honest. You know they've spoken about it, and they've come to an honest decision that they genuinely believe. Whereas we've no idea what happened yesterday. We've no idea like what VAR were told to check, what they were told to do, or anything, do we? Because it's all in secret, and that's just not right.
Because also, I bet if you could hear them, it'd be interesting if the people in the Stockley Park were saying, "Oh, we think there might be an offside." The ref could then say, and we'd all hear it, "I don't think he was." That's the end of conversation. They can't go, "Oh no, you got to look at it. You got to look at it," because he's going, "Well, I reckon it wasn't." Sure,
the referee, like you said, the linesman yesterday. We're bringing up this subject again, but the linesman didn't flag. You can see by the picture that he wasn't offside. The referee gave the goal. All the players fell to the floor when it went in, and the only one who was saying it was offside is the goalkeeper. How on earth can the goalkeeper say he's offside when he's in goal?
Yeah.
That's like us saying he's onside, we're sitting behind the goal. How, and then all of a sudden VAR pipe up and go, "Oh, it's offside." But when you look at the picture that they're showing, if you look at where the ball is off O'Hare's foot, right? They don't wind it back enough. Because when they wind it back a little bit further, the ball's left O'Hare's foot and he's not offside. He's not offside. I think I've got the video clip here. I'll show you in a minute. I think I've got the video clip somewhere.
Rob Nichols, I think it should be like tennis. You have so many challenges. Once you've challenged incorrectly 3 times, it's then down to the ref only. Yesterday, Man United would have exhausted their challenges by half time.
What I've got to say
about that, don't they?
What I've got to say about that comment there, I was having this discussion with someone earlier today. Bringing in a challenge system, isn't that just papering over the cracks? For me, VAR is broken. That's not just because it's sour grapes what happened yesterday. I think it's getting proven time and time and time again every week in the Premier League. VAR is broken. Get rid of it. We don't need it. I'd much rather go back to the referee, the linesman making human error mistakes than having to deal with this, because it's awful. It's not, it's ruining the game.
I've just had someone asked about who did the flag. It was the Twitter account Cov Sept, the guy who does all the kit mock-ups. So the Cov Concept, does the kit mock-ups.
It's good work, that is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good work. Love it. He did the artwork, which is fantastic.
It'd sell loads of that if it's framed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anne Joyner, I've got an essay here from Anne Joyner. Evening all, so proud of our team and the Sky Blue Army. Phenomenal support. We were sitting with Man U fans after the game in Watford Spoonies at the hotel bar. And again this morning, every one of them, plus the barman, and non-footy fans said we were robbed and should have won.
Anne Joyner went to an Italian restaurant last night. Hold on. She messaged me earlier, Claudio. Where is it? She went to an Italian restaurant last night. She goes, "Oh, tell Claudio we had a lovely meal at a proper Italian restaurant in Watford Saturday night. Italian family run and a great little piece of Italian. It's called L'Artista." And she asked if they knew you, and they said, "Yes, we know Claudio."
Get out of it. I said, did they have a massive big pepper grinder?
Leeds have gone level, by the way. I'm just been messaged. Phone's going mad.
I was told they were winning now.
Oh, yeah, they're winning now, 2-1. There you go.
Rodney Ty, So proud of my team, Coventry City. We were cheated out the FA Cup final. They wanted a Manchester final for sure.
Yeah.
So Brian Kavanagh, did you see some of the former players, Gus and Fancati to name 2 at Wembley yesterday? Brilliant.
Yeah, Sam McCallum was there as well, which was good.
And Carl Baker.
Yeah, Carl
I
Baker.
I saw images of Fancati with a cough, and it's great because everyone's making him feel welcome. Why wouldn't they?
And Biarmi was there as well. There was quite a few turned up.
Oh no, they got their points to get tickets. I'm joking.
Don't.
Bloody hell, Chris, don't do that.
Well, Heyman's always there, isn't he? He's got Heyman must have points.
Yeah, he's got enough.
Mick Durant, I'll pick my son up on Sunday morning, 7:15, and there was an interview on for the Man City manager saying it's a normal City derby final. I must mean something else. Derby final. Ugh.
Final.
Bloody frustrating. Mick Durant, how do you explain that then? When they interviewed Man City manager on Saturday, then on Sunday, the City were playing Manchester United. They said on the interview, it turned around. He said it's going to be it's going to be an all Man U derby. Oh, you don't want to hear it, do you?
No.
I read that from Ulderico Palatinieri. Greetings all from Italy, particularly Claudio Cardino, that I met Saturday night at the Sky Blue Tavern. Now, it was so funny. I think Ulderico was relieved because he could speak Italian, you see, obviously. And we're all talking English, but I kind of didn't think of that. And he starts talking to me in Italian, and I thought, oh, damn, I've got to start speaking Italian here. It's good. It's good.
Well, you know what you want to do, Claudio? You and how do you say his name?
Ulderico.
Yeah. You two could do an Italian Sky Blue Fans TV show one night.
Can't you imagine that?
And we could put subtitles up.
Yeah. Hey.
That was nice, actually. I bumped into Keith coming out of the Sky Blue Tavern on my way to get my coach. So that was nice.
That was great, Keith. I feel that's, so we've had 7 Wembley appearances. The Charity Shield is a friendly. I don't count that, even though we lost. But we've not actually lost a game at Wembley in normal time.
Yeah, we haven't, no.
So we don't actually do it badly. You just can't take bloody penalties. So
you know what he'd be working on if we get
Mark Roberts made a good point, though, didn't he? I think, and I didn't think about it until I heard him say this. That obviously all the players were the same as the fans. We all thought it was a goal. We thought that they'd scored in the last minute, they're through. And because it was so close to the end of the game, they didn't really have a whole lot of time to get their heads in gear. And that must be really hard then to have to then go and take penalties when you thought a minute ago you thought you'd win it, and now you have to take a penalty to get through. And that can't have helped.
No, definitely not.
All right.
Keep going.
Let's just keep going. West Sky Blue, we've got to talk about Hull City at the match, haven't we? West Sky Blue, I'm going to Blackburn away. Mine and my lads' first away day.
Oh, brilliant. Enjoy it.
Dave Saunders. Has anyone seen Will's video of Doug and other brother Pete singing We Live and Die? Fantastic.
Brilliant.
We've got some videos coming up.
I'll read one more, then stick some videos up.
Okay, for now.
Oh, yes. Stick with us, people. The amount of texts I've received today from people saying we was robbed and how we have done the whole championship proud to be a Cov fan. No plastics here. That's from Paul Thomas. I've got to say, even on Facebook forum groups I'm in, it's just ridiculous.
There's a lot of
I think it dispels the myth that we shouldn't think that people hate Coventry City. They don't. Absolutely don't.
Only the FA.
Yeah, it's just between clubs, it's banter, isn't it? But I think it's really weird, isn't it? Because the clubs that have gone up into the Premier League, like Bournemouth, are then voted to, all the things they vote against, like the TV money not coming down, the bigger deal for the championship clubs. I'm thinking, but you're a championship club, really. You may be in the Premier League now. How can you vote against something where you could be in the EFL next season, possibly?
Yeah.
That's
it.
Idiots.
Glenn Watkins coming. He says, so proud of the club overall. We're all proud of them, Glenn.
Definitely, yeah.
Definitely proud of them. Right, let's have a couple of videos and we'll come back to the comments because there's loads here. Are we going to talk about Hull? We'll do Guess the Gate for Hull. Oh, let's get Guess the Gate.
Oh, God, it's a bit late for that, isn't it?
Now, have you got the numbers for Guess the Gate? Have you got the numbers there for Guess the Gate?
I can tell you on it.
Oh, go on then. Here you go.
Well, yeah.
83,672.
We all poo-pooed it because when they guessed this, somebody put, "You joking, are you? It's going to be at least nearly 90,000." Well, the problem is Man United didn't turn up, did they? With their full allocation.
All Hughes.
I've got Jack Saunders.
Oh.
At 83,222. Have you got
Well,
one closer?
No, that's it. That's all. You wrote them all down, not me.
Yeah.
So
So Jack he's got a mug.
Well, he's already got his mug. He got it last week.
You got it. You got it Friday night. We give him a mug on Friday. There you go.
Talking about that, actually, we've got end of season night. If you all want to come and join us, please do. Head down on the 2nd of May, Thursday, the 2nd of May, White Horse Leamington Spa, 7 till 11. We're going to have a little end of party. We're going to have a little party, get together. And if you've got your player of the season, we're getting votes in now, please, so we can get our trophy made ready for the players. Head over to skybluefanstv@gmail.com. You can send us an email and give us your player of the season. I'm sure one of us will get a spreadsheet together and we'll tot up who gets the player of the season, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. Well, it'd be next week now, won't it? It'd be next week. A week Thursday, we'll be talking about the player of the season. So, yeah, get your messages in and tell us who your player of the season is. And as I say, if you want to come along to the end of season, an end of season night, not I was just about to say end of season awards. Then White Horse, that'd be good, wouldn't it? I might even bring my disco gear down, and we'll have a little bit of a DJ session down there. I'll see if we can get it all in the car down there and set it up. That'd be good. So if you want to come along, we'll have a raffle. We've got some prizes and stuff as well. So head down to the White Horse, 2nd of May there. Right, should we get some videos up then, guys?
Go on.
Right, now, I don't know how I'm going to get away with this. I'm only going to leave it on for a couple of seconds in a minute, one of them. Which is We Live and Die in These Towns, but I'll put it up in a sec. I just want to put the flag up because this is brilliant. I love it. Brilliant. I love that. I think it looks brilliant and it is really, really good. So just, I was underneath it, so I couldn't see the players come out the tunnel. We're underneath it. Couldn't see them. Right. I'm only going to show 12 seconds of this, I think. Otherwise, we might get banned. So here we go. We live and die in these towns.
We live and die. We live and die in these towns. Don't let it drag you down. Don't let it drag you down now.
There you go. Look
can I
at
just
that.
say, I was in tune there. You got to be impressed with that.
It was impressive.
That could have been me and Chris there doing a little busking, Chris.
No condescent.
I wish I could show a bit more. What I will do, if Claudia let me, I'll put it up on Twitter, and you can all head over to Sky Blue Fans TV. I'll put it up on Twitter straight after this show, and you can have a little look at it there. And I'll put it on our Facebook as well. By the way, if you are watching on YouTube tonight and you haven't subscribed, give us a subscribe, please, because we are, I think we're 31 away from 1,000 followers on YouTube. So please, if you haven't subscribed, please give us a subscribe on YouTube. It'd be brilliant to get to 1,000 by the end of this season. It'd be amazing. Right, a couple more videos. Robert from the Isle of Wight. Check his view out. Oh my word.
Oh, go on, City. Come on. Have a pitch. Oh, go on. Great ball.
How can you see that from up there?
His view's
Which
been
goal was that? I
obscured.
couldn't even say.
That wasn't FIFA, was it?
Being heck.
You look like that old, you look like, remember that old Sensible Soccer with the bird's eye view?
Oh, yeah.
Fancy
I used to love a
soccer
bit of
was the best.
sensible soccer.
Right. Oh, Sensible Soccer was ace, man.
I'm
used to
a
love
real,
it.
I'm a real saddo because they didn't have the proper names, did they? Like,
Oh,
yeah, and like Dublin was something like Dublin or something.
Yeah.
I actually altered every single player to the correct name. That's how sad I am. And I did it for all the teams, every single team, and then every now and then it would crash and go back to, reset mode, and I'd do it all over again.
It was the way the players dived.
Yeah.
The way they fell, and when you tackled them, the way they fell over.
sliding tackle, yeah. Brilliant.
Right, got a couple more videos then. This is from the Man United side of Hadji Wright's goal that was disallowed.
Brilliant. Hadji Wright's through.
Have they won it? They have. The flag stays down and Coventry have won it in the 120th minute.
Seriously?
Right.
How on
Seriously?
time, mate? Oh, dear.
Seriously? What?
Brilliant. Hadji Wright's through.
Have they won it? They have. The flag stays down and Coventry have won it in the 120th minute.
Not
You know the other thing
offside.
about well, no, and the other thing about that goal as well is, did you see where Torp was? How far he's ran to get on the end of that,
Yeah.
and like basically no Man United players gone with him.
Yeah.
I mean, if it had been now, we'd be talking about that as well. A cracking
See,
bit.
Shame,
it's like
yeah.
that far away, man.
Shane VAR didn't have that video.
That,
Yeah,
you know, it's wrong. Right, anyway, listen. Right.
Turn it down the rabbit hole again.
No,
Bob
more
Nichols.
videos. 2 sets.
More
More
videos.
videos.
More videos.
Two more videos. Right. If I look a bit excited here, I'm really sorry. 2 videos. Wow. Sorry about that. Wait, there's more. Forget sitting up in the raw box, mate. You got to be behind the goal.
Oh, it was like that everywhere, wasn't it, Chris? It was incredible.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I was having to try and fend Claudio off and try and give me a kiss and a cuddle when that ball went in.
You didn't say no at half time.
Oh.
I'll tell you something.
Down.
It's just unbelievable, isn't it? It's just unbelievable.
It's just not fair, Miles.
It's not fair, no. Can we just give a big congratulations to Joe Chamberlain? I think you got to come in on Thursday, haven't you?
Yeah.
Here you go. So there's Jo. She did the marathon. She crossed the line at 13:53. Was at Wembley for 14:39. So well done to you, Jo. Well done. Absolutely fantastic. And I think she's had something like 100,000 congratulations to her today. It's just been a whirlwind for her. So well done there. Absolutely brilliant. There's a butcher's in town. Sorry, no Man United tops allowed in. So as much as a toe in, you are barred. VAR barred. So yeah, I love that one. And then, I mean, how do you celebrate a game of football when you've been taken all the way to penalties by a championship team and you were 3-0 up and you messed it up? So you don't celebrate like that. I mean, that's just pathetic, isn't it? So
in fairness, nobody followed him.
No. No one did. There's Ken and me there, look. 87 hat on. And there's the crew from Ipswich. There's Kian, Shannon, Mark. There's Amy and Will as well. But Mark, Shannon, and Kian, they go to games home and away, travel all across the country. So like you were saying about fans coming from Italy and everywhere else, and the guys from Silverstone coming to Leamington the other night just for an evening with an FA Cup trophy. They got people that travel all around. It's fantastic. So brilliant stuff. All right, should we get some more comments then before we got about another 15 minutes to go?
Yeah. So it's Rob Nichols. I was in tier 2. Food and beer halls are great up there. Even had a pee out queuing at half time, but I didn't get a sky blue flag to wave.
Oh.
I've got a spare one if you want. I bought back about 20.
Gibbo, good evening. Would I be the only one who would be disappointed if the CBS home sections are not virtually full on Wednesday? Plenty of tickets left. Get yourselves up there if you can. Yeah, people need to back the team still.
Yeah.
I think they will.
Green being wherever there is big money, there is big corruption.
Yeah.
Ian Small, Claudio, corruption is rife in politics, council, businesses. So why not football's true?
Yeah,
it's true.
It is true.
You don't want to believe it, but it happens.
Yeah.
Neil Jakes. Jacks, sorry, Neil. You tell me again how to say it, mate, when we bump into each other. Ten Hag should be sacked for that cardigan alone. Ralph Wiggins, well said, Victoria. You talk so much common sense in everything you say. Oh, hold on a minute, Ralph.
Thanks, Ralph. Don't know what I said then, but thanks.
Saying that Victoria talks common sense.
Oh, have a word, Ralph. Right, you're bad. You're not coming to the end of season party at the White Horse.
Whereas we talk nonsense.
Thanks, Ralph.
Spencer Payne. It was a yard onside. Robbed when O'Hare played a pass. Defo onside. Craig Robinson. VAR should only be used if the officials requested because they are unsure, not the VAR official instructing the official on the pitch. Exactly what we're saying.
Yeah, that would work.
Absolutely rubbish. Ian Collins, proud to be sky blue always. And this is from Michelle Cadden. We were. Is this another one of your cousins?
Yeah.
I swear you must be Italian. There's so many of you. You sure it's not Cadeno?
She's in this picture there. She is just where the Cov badge is. She's there with the hat on and the flag around her. There she is.
Yeah.
So we were incredible yesterday. The boys should be proud of what they achieved. We deserved the win, and we've been robbed of making an FA Cup comeback in history. Fans
Yeah.
suggested we bring our fans the whole game Wednesday in support of how well the boys did. Right, caught up with the comments. I'm like, oh no, there's loads.
No, there's loads, mate. You're well behind.
We'll go to George Osters. Right now, it's an incredibly good time to be a Coventry City fan. We are building something very special.
Yeah.
That's the thing, like people just talk about Sheaf being sold and things like that. I mean, you don't know because unfortunately every player's got a price, but he's under contract and under Doug, we are building something that, like before someone comes in with some silly money and sees you just go, okay, have him. Doug's not going to do that. He already proved with the way he dealt with Vic and getting the 20 million off Sporting when everyone was saying you'll never get that. That we're not just going to let players go for nothing. If someone comes in with silly money for Sheaf, then he might be off, but he's not just going to go for peanuts because we're building something bigger than that. I
mean, he's got a long contract left, doesn't he? Is it 2 years? 2 years left.
Yeah.
I think
He's got another 2 years after this season.
Yeah. Then Chris, how much is he worth?
Not a penny less than 25.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be. Any club coming in, because I think that'll be enough to scare everyone off. I don't think anyone will part with that for Sheaf. So if everyone goes, oh, that's massively overinflated, as they probably say on the forum, yeah, that's the idea. You're trying to scare clubs off him.
Yeah. And if you want to pay that much, then we'll have to take it. But then we can do something with that money, can't we?
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen players. You've seen players go for that. Look at what was it? That there was a Blackburn player and a Bristol player that went for that sort of money in the summer. So why can't he be worth that? 2 years left on his contract. It's just
How old is he now, Ben Sheaf?
26, isn't he?
Yeah.
See, that might put teams off.
But
they're going to be shutting out up to 20 million for a player. They usually like them a bit younger, don't they?
Look at Man United. They got Casemiro and they put him on a 5-year deal.
Well, I've got to be honest. Ben Sheaf, the way he played yesterday, he walked into that Man United midfield.
Of course he did. Of course he did. Easily.
Yeah.
But more comments.
Yeah. This is from Matthew Nunn. Cracking day yesterday. The chaps on TalkSport paid great respect to us, especially Ben Sheaf. We won the game yesterday, and United knew it. Lads made us incredibly proud. Right, where are we? I hope the extra time will not affect the whole game. Mark Robins' press conference after the showed that I hope the extra time will not affect the whole game. Mark Robins' press conference after that showed how it should be done. Oh yeah, the interview. Yes, that's from Graham.
I haven't heard it yet.
No, I haven't either.
Well, it's just typical Mark Robins, just very straight down the line, no histrionics. Paid respects to them, and all the rest of it. Right. This is from Catty Cat. Are you putting a minibus on to the White Horse next time? Coffee people can't drink and drive over.
Just get over there. Right, I'll tell you, seriously, Martin, sort your life out. Where's Sky Blue? VAR is broken. We got a pen yesterday for handball, yet Grealish got away for a very similar thing on Saturday. He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
There you go.
Lee Beckett, is that event tickets only at the one? No, just turn up.
Just turn up. Just come along. You don't need a ticket. Everyone's welcome. Just come down. It's just for free for all. And by the way, next season we are going to be doing a lot. So stay tuned. There's a lot planned. We're going to be doing a lot. So please stay tuned to Sky Blue Fans TV.
This is a proper job, isn't it, Miles?
I'm going to start needing paying soon, tell you. It's
work
time.
Today doing,
I'm going to need a PR, someone to do me PR soon. Especially BBC 5 Live phoning me, CWR phoning me, BBC West Midlands phoning me. Come on.
Dave Saunders, Player of the Year, Ben Sheaf.
Oh, can I just say, well done to all things Sky Blue today. They were on Midlands today. Well done, guys.
It's very good, isn't it? Though
Yeah.
It is good,
Brilliant.
actually. You get noticed. It's very good.
It is really good. So well done, guys, and Moz Baker as well. Well done.
Was that on the evenings? Because I missed that. Was that on the evening thing? Yeah.
It's on the
Cool. I'll watch
evening.
that back.
Yeah. Outside the ground. Yeah.
Arthur Simpson, 100,000k. Follow me, please. United get battered wherever they go. And we were singing because we were right next to them, weren't we, Chris? We were singing, 3-0 up and you it up and all that sort of thing. It was hilarious because when they were 3-0 up, they were giving it the big one to us. I thought, how pathetic.
Not even that, just like the throwing of the airplanes as well. It really wound me up because it's just like, they're acting like, this is easy. And you're like, 2 of your goals are from our mistakes. There's nothing you've done,
Dave Saunders has come in and said his player of the season's Ben Sheaf. Could you email that over, please, Dave? Anyone want to put your player of the season in, please do. Email it over to skybluefans.tv.com. And did you read out Anne Joyner's comment?
I'm getting there.
I loved it. About the flag.
Getting there.
Go on then. Here we are.
And Joyner, finding a flag bigger than CJ's.
Love it.
So Will King, evening Will. Best club in the world. Man who, exactly.
Good evening, Will.
I wonder if he lent over to the sort of new 25% share owners. Who are you? That'd be quite funny, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would have been Asked him if he wanted a shave because he hadn't had a shave.
Well, some guys I know had a bit of hassle in Club Wembley. In what's supposedly the Cov end with Man United fans in there.
Well,
and it all came to a bit of a head because they were giving it the big one at 3-0. And when our fans responded, they didn't like it and it all got a bit heated.
Blimey.
But what are they doing in our end? This is the trouble with Club Wembley. You can sell your tickets to anybody.
Yeah.
Mark Cunningham, he had a great night on Friday, didn't he, Mark?
Oh, he did. He loved it. He absolutely loved it, Mark. Good evening, Mark. Do you know, it was like he's never been in the room with the FA Cup, and he's never ever met Mickey Ginn,
his favourite player of 87.
His favourite player of all time. So it was
so
like,
funny. Yeah, and gotta say, massive thank you for Philip White to bring that FA Cup trophy along.
Brilliant.
He's working at the club. He's, I think, head of merchandising at the club.
Yeah,
and also Mickey Ginn, who I just basically contacted him and says, "Is there any chance you can come in?" And I'll try my best. I got a hospital appointment. All right, and then halfway through, there's a little head appeared at the door, and I thought, "That looks like Mickey Ginn." The back of the room. And he just wandered in. So the couple who came from Silverstone loved it because they can't believe they met an 87 hero, and they're not even. They must be early 20s, mid 20s, probably. Yeah, they couldn't believe it. Yeah, they just thought it was wonderful. So
and Jim Brown came as well.
Jim Brown was there. Yes.
Yeah. You never know who's coming to the end of season 1. Oh.
Right.
Keep going.
There's one word responses. People have been responding to each other.
Go on, then.
This is from Mark Cunningham again. What a great night at the White Horse. Looking forward to May the 2nd.
Yeah.
Danny Drury, Mars Cadden, can I have one of your flags, please?
20 quid. Are you
I know you still wanted to start getting paid, Miles, but I think that's taking it too far, mate.
Danny, if you're coming to Hull on Wednesday, pop down Dylan's. I'll bring one with me. You can have one, all right? I'll get you one, mate. Honest, I'll bring a spare one with me because they want us all to bring our flag. So, yes, Danny, you can have one if you meet me at Dylan's on Wednesday night. There you go.
This is from Steve Alley. Evening all, absolutely gutted with the result, but so proud of our team. Lovely seeing everyone, and even Miles brought me a beer. Oh, miracles can happen. So.
I did, Steve. Yes, 27 quid for 4 beers. So, Steve, you owe me 4 beers. The TV has to get me money back. See?
So,
Anyone else want to buy a flag?
so Neil Jakes said, think Hattie Jakes, Claudia. There you go. I'll remember that because my WhatsApp image is Kenneth Williams. So they're always together, weren't they, as a pair? Oh, matron. Anyway, Peter Doolan, so proud of the way the team played and the fans were just unbelievable. The Man United fans all but disappeared by the end of the game. Hope we can recover for Wednesday night now.
That's going to be big, isn't it? Wednesday night. We'll talk about that quickly in a minute.
I'll talk about it now.
No, carry on. Get these comments. Come on. We just get everyone's comments in.
Paul Cadden, where are you drinking at Blackburn, Miles?
Probably going to have to jump the fence again at the pub across the road. Like last time. I don't know. I'm meant to be going up Friday night to Paul Hughes's. I need to speak to Ken. But we're meant to be stopping at Paul Hughes's and then we're going to head over with Paul. So we'll decide when we get there. But there's a pub by the ground, but you've got to be there early.
Oh, there is, right. That's just down the road, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. Just jump the fence otherwise. I did.
West Sky Blue, was it me or did O'Hare goal seem like slow motion?
Oh, yeah, didn't it?
I didn't think it was going in. I thought, and then I was like, oh, it's in.
You know what it reminded me of? Do you remember Shipley's goal?
Yeah.
In the playoff final, and it took a deflection and it looped up, didn't it? It was a bit like that. And because we were right behind that, when it hit his back, I thought it had hit the roof of the net. And when it dropped and bounced in, you seen it hit the back of the net. It was just like, whoa.
From where we're sitting, it didn't look that elevated. It didn't look like it went that high, looped so much. But it's a bit like the Paul Parker 1990 World Cup, wasn't it? Against Germany. So the way it looped up. Although Peter Shilton couldn't get off his feet.
But isn't it amazing how Man United took a 3-goal lead with a deflection, and then we go and get a goal with a deflection? How football's just, it's mad, isn't it? It's mad how it works.
It can be.
What annoyed me is when Fernandez scored, look, the commentary on the telly, he said he showed his class the way he took it. And they went, even though it was a deflection, but I mean the way he changed his feet. I thought, shut up.
Yeah.
It was a deflection.
You know what I mean? Exactly.
Ian Small, Wharton, Blackburn to Palace, 18 million. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Here you go. Leeds 3, Borough 2.
Ralph Wiggins, you can add another £10 million onto that price of Ben Sheaf, definitely.
Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
We've got laughing emojis from Brian Kavanagh here. I thought he was laughing.
It's probably about my flag, 20 quid.
Covandy, if I can get the Friday off, we'll be coming up from Pompey and stay the weekend at my daughter's. Steve Alley, superb how Claudia and the team looked after the lads, Ulderico and the Canadian chap. Fans looking after other fans in the Sky Blue way. I said to him, I said, you land at Birmingham Airport. I am 2 stops away from the train station. Instead of staying at the Britannia, you stop at my house. I think you spend that £100 on merchandising, can't you, instead of spending it in the hotel?
Yeah.
It's
Paul Cadden says, bring your flags on Wednesday.
Brian Kavanagh, Club Wembley was mixed fans, and we knew that when we bought the tickets. Yeah. The trouble is, it's the way people behave, though. You just don't know who's going to be in there. And
that's right, because with a bit of respect, there's actually no reason why you shouldn't be able to have some degree of mix. But unfortunately, a lot of the Man United fans have just got this annoying arrogance about them that makes it a bit intolerable, really, doesn't it?
The problem is, Vicky, beer gets involved. And you can have the mild-mannered people who are sober and fantastic. I mean, I was brought up in pubs for nearly 30 years. It's amazing what happens when people got drink inside them. Yeah, we had some lads scuffling by our coaches on the way back. Thinking, come on, grow up. And they're not kids either. That's what's embarrassing.
Yeah.
So We Live and Die have said City Unseen has just been posted by the club. I should have read that till the last comment. I don't want everybody going off.
Oh, no. We'll put that off. We'll put that on in a bit.
Yeah, Brian Cameron, loving the show. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Much appreciated. Right. Beer can, Miles. Oi, 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 you frigging legend.
Why?
Could you give a huge shout out to Coventry Dynamite cheerleaders performing in the World Championships over the next few weeks? Sky Blue frigging army. You let us know, and we'll have a poster. We'll stick it up with me, Miles. We'll let people know.
Also, some of them because
go on, Vic.
Because some of them, because I think there's a few different teams as part of that whole thing. One Britain's Got Talent on Saturday.
Yes, yes, they
my
were. Yeah,
my
they
friend's
are.
daughter's in that.
Yeah, one of my friend's daughters is in it as well.
They're in America now.
Yeah.
Claudio, guess what?
What?
My cousins are in it.
Of course they are. Right,
and they're flowing out there, and they are in the World Championships as we speak. They've gone out for 2 weeks, and they're all performing
my friend's
out there.
daughter's out there as well. That's crazy.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah. So Eva Cadden, she's out there. Good luck to you, lovely. And
so you're either part Italian or part Catholic, Irish Catholic. Which is it?
Did you know we've got a castle in Scotland named after us as well?
It wouldn't be big enough to fit you all in.
Yeah, congrats. Good luck, guys. Yeah, keep us informed, Beer Can. Send us a picture of them out there. We'll get it up on here and tell us how they're getting on. It'd be great to know. Brilliant.
Right. Craig Robinson, what makes the powers that be want to watch Manchester Derby? It's boring. I certainly won't be interested in it. Now, Chelsea Coventry would be a different story. Everyone gets behind the underdog.
You know, I said yesterday, I think they should have a third place one.
Yeah.
Yeah? Don't you? Yeah, why not? If they're changing all the rules by not having replays, let's have a third and fourth place playoff.
You know what, Miles? In the early 70s, they tried to do that.
They are.
That's true. True story.
Yeah.
They did. The losing semi-finals would play each other, and it didn't last very long. But they tried it.
I wonder if it would take off more now, though, because the final is generally a bit tepid, and it's like Man United v Man City, or like it's the same sort of team all the time. And actually, there'd probably be more interest on football people in the third place playoff, wouldn't there? Like all the money people are interested in the final because it's like your big clubs that have got like the worldwide fans, but all the football people would be interested in the third place playoff because that's where the actual football and love of the game is. And I wonder whether it'd be more successful now.
And the winner could go into the European
Conference League.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
I was thinking earlier, actually. Now, I know the playoff situation. It's a tall order because we have to have results go our way. We have to win all our games, basically. But with this not being in the final of the FA Cup, if we don't make the playoffs, it may not be a bad thing this season because it means had we got to the final, we'd have had 3 weeks of players doing keeping uppies. There's no matches for 3 weeks before the FA Cup final.
Yeah.
So now, if you don't make the playoffs, obviously it goes on till the 26th of May if we get all the way through. But we're 3 weeks ahead of where we were last season in terms of preparation for next season. That means the players can go off and try and get fitter, basically. And hopefully that'll give us a better start to the season. In between that thinking, I did a bit of work.
I genuinely believe, like with the right momentum and the right business in the summer, that we could be pushing automatics next season. This season's been a harder championship. I think next season, with the team that we've got, if we don't lose too many key players and we bring in the right additions, that we're going in the right direction for St Magic next season.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think you're right. If we finish early, so they all get away, good break, good fitness regime, come back all raring to go, like that could actually send us in really good stead to start the next season like really strongly.
And what will happen? Players will get released earlier.
Yeah,
they'll know who's going, and they can start planning then, can't they? Straight away.
Yeah,
six new players in the summer. Boom, happy days.
Oh, we've already signed one.
Yeah, he looks
so that's
good.
exciting, isn't it? Yeah,
exactly. We've already signed one. There you go. Yeah.
Paul Hughes, we were speaking to Bidwell on the train before the game. What a great guy. His mates were sat next to us on our train, which was delayed by 2 hours.
Oh, that was the one that broke down. I saw that. It's a bit rubbish.
You were speaking to Bidwell. How are you speaking to Bidwell on the train? His brother.
Oh, was it?
He's got to be his brother. Yeah, I met his brother.
Catty Kaz, Cadden plays for Barnsley.
Yeah, he does actually. Yeah.
We'll live and die in these towns. Don't know if this has already been mentioned tonight, but the yellow card Onana got during the game should have carried over to the pen shootout. Yeah, we have that rule as woeful. Yeah. Miles brought it up.
Yeah, you missed this one.
Oh, go on.
Beer Can says, "Yeah, that's my that's Coventry Dynamite. My daughter is a coach." There you go.
Well, if she ever wants to come on to promote it, Miles, I think we can fit her in, can't we?
Yeah, we'll get her on. Yeah, get in touch with us. SkyBlueFansTV@gmail.com. Get in touch. We'll get you on.
I'm sure everyone always backs underdogs to win these games, and somehow yesterday they did.
Yeah, they did.
And Paul Hughes says, no, it was Jake Bidwell Defo.
Couldn't have been. He went on the bus with the players.
We wished him luck, he says, Paul said. Is this before or after?
Hey?
We need more information.
No, I was on the way. It couldn't have been on the train. On the way down.
Well, also, there was the one that got stuck by 2 hours. He wouldn't have even been.
He wouldn't have got that. I reckon Paul reckons he's been off the beer. Right? I reckon he's been off the beer too long.
Yeah. That hotel in wherever he is. Where's he staying
to a
now?
fan that looks like Jake Bidwell. T Sozzle thinks it's him.
Well, there was 4 Bidwells on my coach.
Brilliant. Hey, right, let's have a quick chat then, because we've gone way over.
Yeah.
It has been a brilliant show. Big game Wednesday night. Chris, will come to you. How do you think he's going to play this? He's got to make some changes for this game, isn't he?
He's going to have to try and freshen it up if he can. Obviously, I think there's a chance that Tavares might be out injured. Obviously, it looked like he's picked up quite a bad knock in that semi-final. He needs to not go 5 at the back. The commentator said during the game yesterday, when we played 5 at the back in the first half, we didn't look comfortable. We haven't looked comfortable all season playing 5 at the back. So I just whatever he decides to do, don't play 5 at the back. Go for it. Like the next 4 games, they're all like cup finals anyway. You know, if we lose at any point during these 4 games, we are out of the playoff race. So if we want to go for it this season, we've got to go for it. We've got to win. It really is that simple. So attack and go for it.
Who would you bring in then?
I don't know. It's a difficult one because most of the team that did play, I probably would start De Silva. I'd start the lads that come on. I think the impact that they made yesterday for the players that got took off, I think has earned them the right to have a start. I'd potentially drop Kitchen for Binks. Yeah, I think Kitchen. Fan of Kitchen. I think he's had a good first season for us on the whole, but something hasn't been right with him since the Cardiff game when he scored the 2 own goals. Something's just crept into. He's had a little bit with his confidence or what, but I'd definitely bring Binks in for Kitchen. Torpin probably for Eccles, and I'd love to start Tavares, but I'm not sure you can drop any of the front 3 really. And obviously I'd play Palmer instead of O'Hare.
Yeah. Vicky, how would you go with this on Wednesday?
Yeah, I agree with Chris, really. I mean, I think as much as anything, we're just going to have to, like, Robbins will know who's come through that and can play on Wednesday, won't he? He'll have seen them today, tomorrow. So I think to a certain degree, we're going to have to just accept his judgment on that on Wednesday. But I think, like Chris said, that the players that were a bit fresher, that didn't play like the full first 90 minutes, like so some of the subs, and just go as attacking as possible, because we've got nothing to lose now, have we? Like we want to finish the season as strong as possible. Like the playoffs is still an outside possibility, but what we don't want to do is just finish on a bit of a damp squib. So even if we don't make it, we just want to finish with a bit of positivity that we can take into the summer. Because all in all, for what was supposed to be a rebuilding season, it's been a good season. Semi-final, robbed of a FA Cup final, pushing for the playoffs. So whatever happens come the end of May, this has been a great season, and that's the sort of positivity we need to take into the summer. So we don't. So it'd be just nice to get some decent results between now and the end of the season.
Yeah. Claudio, I mean, Jamie Allen was on the bench yesterday. Matty Godden was on there as well. I mean, do you think he'll rest Sheaf and Eccles and bring Jamie Allen in with Victor Torp this week? Do you think give him a run out and then Palmer?
I can see Kitchen, Latty, and Eccles not starting on Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought when he played 3 at the back, which is meant to be 3 at the back, and we ended up being 5 at the back.
Yeah.
They struggled that first half. I think Latty was struggling, couldn't get the ball out of his feet. Josh was doing his usual stuff. He made some great challenges and then would put the ball off the pitch somehow when it was easy to give it to one of our players. He was indecisive trying to go forward and then looked to go back again. I think that's why Bidders got pulled as well, because for some reason, when he had a chance to go forward, he went backwards. You could see Robbins, and it's right in front of us, trying to wave them forward, and they weren't. They just kept going back. So I think he got fed up with it and thought, I need to put some positive players on. We need to have positivity on that pitch from the start on Wednesday. We have to win that game. We can't go, let's go safe and try and nick a 1-0, because we know we concede goals. And they've got some good players, Hull, up front. So I'd bring Binks in. Binks did enough in that game to start. Torp did enough to start. De Silva did enough to start. So I wouldn't be surprised they all start in that formation. Whether or not Godden comes in, I don't know. That's the issue, because the Tavares going off. So but you got Palmer. Palmer will come in for Tavares.
I think the only worry for me with De Silva is where we've seen it against Preston is that if De Silva starts, Hull might have done their homework and seen that ball over the top down our left-hand side is very, very key for us. Where Bidwell, you know what you're going to get with Bidders. He's going to try and head it. He's going to try and get it in there and put his weight in there. Where De Silva, if he gets caught out and it comes over the top, that's my only worry.
Yeah,
by starting De Silva. That's where I'm a little bit worried about starting him, to be honest. But I think I agree with you, Chris and Victoria, about starting Binks. I think after his performance when he came on, he deserves a start. I think Victor Torp rose to the occasion yesterday. I think he deserves a start. And you've got to rest O'Hare, ain't you? Because he was tightening up in that extra time. So Palmer comes straight in, really, doesn't he? I think. Do you?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to play. He's got to start Palmer, I think. I mean, if any could have brought him on yesterday, it's just such a shame he's couldn't play.
Yeah,
so annoying.
He also might be chomping at the bit because he missing yesterday as well. So he could end up having an absolute
ridiculous law. I mean, it's like I said, he should have flicked the V's at the referee, got sent off. He'd have missed the next game and played in the semi-final. In future, they know what to do, don't they?
Yeah.
It's just.
I think for me this Wednesday, as you said, Chris, every game now is a cup final, and you couldn't have had a better running really. Now I think we've got 3 home games, 1 away game, and the 1 away game is against Blackburn, who are really struggling at the bottom of the table. But we know what happened at Birmingham. They're down there, so you just never know. I think this game Wednesday night, we have to win this game. We have to put the pressure on teams above us because we've got 2 games in hand now, haven't we? So we've got to put the pressure on these teams above us now and really go for this and make sure they slip up at the weekend and we go to Blackburn and pick up another 3 points because, Norwich only we need Norwich just to draw 2 games and us to win all 4 when we're in the playoffs, aren't we?
Yeah. I think if we can go into the last game of the season with a chance, we'll be playing a QPR who are virtually safe now.
Yeah.
And
they'll be on the beach.
Yeah, but Norwich have got Birmingham away, haven't they? And obviously, because of Sheffield Wednesday's result yesterday, that was the only silver lining yesterday, is that they're now in the relegation zone with 2 games to go. So if we haven't got a chance of playoffs come the last game, I'll certainly be cheering Norwich on. I want Birmingham to go down.
Right, let's get a few more comments in before we go. I think Paul, you said he spoke to Bidwell on the phone. Well, don't say you spoke to him on the train then, Paul. That then.
Oh no, he got his number.
His
You see his mates. Yeah.
His mates.
That's like
Go on,
newspaper headlines, isn't it?
Yeah, a few more comments quickly.
Ralph has been drinking.
As well, then.
Ralph says, spot on, Miles. He's been on the lager again, Ralph has. Like, he's agreeing with you again here.
Oh, he's definitely on the lager.
We'll live and die in these towns. No O'Hare will be leaving in the summer. I think Talk could potentially be our other number 10 with Palmer next season. Bringing a box-to-box midfielder in the summer. Got Hector, even all, bit late to the party. Hector, where you been, mate?
Bye, Hector.
what a day yesterday. We played so well in the second half. Carl Oakley won 4 games to stay in the first division. Once beat Everton last game. We won the league that season. It wouldn't surprise me if we won the last 4 games this season. You'll never know. It'd be a shame if we win all 4. We still don't get it.
Claudio, you missed this one.
Oh, go on.
Good luck on Wednesday, everyone. Sky Blue Army in Los Angeles.
Oh.
And Will King, what's this? I don't know what that is.
That's a king. Oh.
I don't know
Some emojis that haven't come through.
Will, what's you've been on the whiskey again, Will? Let me know what that is.
Trevor Merriman try and sign Binks. He looked comfortable. He looked comfortable on the big stage, didn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
Craig Robinson, the players had the day off today. Quote from the gaffer yesterday.
I think they'll have tomorrow off. I'd give them tomorrow off as well.
And that's pretty much it. Oh,
is it?
There's one last one here about the Club Wembley. West Sky Blue, Guy and our coach wasn't in Club Wembley. And they gave him a plain black top to wear over his cough top. The lads I know went Club Wembley had got stuff to put on. So they didn't have, they could tell they were going to go into Club Wembley where there were people with shirts on. They're not supposed to be. So
it's meant to be neutral, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Quentin Cartwright says the hall manager lives in the same road as Robbins.
Oh
yeah.
I wonder if they have a barbecue together.
Because he was assistant manager at Derby, wasn't he, with Wayne Rooney?
Yeah. He's decent. I do like the emails, and now he's a decent manager, isn't he?
He is.
Relegation fodder before.
Wayne Rooney, eh? Wayne Rooney.
Oh. So what do you reckon then, Miles? Do you reckon the score then Wednesday?
We should sign Binks' quality, Hector. Right, I'm going for a tight 1-0 win. I know we concede goals. I just think we're going to scrap it out to 1-0. What about you, Chris?
I think we probably will. I think we'll do it though. I think 2-1. Ellis Sims to get on the score sheet again.
Yeah, he's on fire, isn't he? Vic?
I'm going 3-1. Sims hat trick.
Wow. Okay, Claudio.
How many goals is had you right on?
They're on the same, aren't they now?
19 each. I know Sims on 19.
Yeah, I think they're on the same, aren't they? They could be like mirroring each other now.
I think
Sims is top goal scorer in the FA Cup, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I think they're both going to get over 20 goals now. I think they'll do it.
Yeah.
Which is incredible, really, considering they're supposed to be rubbish according to half our fan base.
Leeds are 4-2 up.
We must have been top. We must have, like, I know you just said Sims was top goal scorer for us in the FA Cup, but we must have been the team that was the top goal scorers in the FA Cup. Surely.
We are.
We scored a lot of goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the top team in the cup as well for scoring the most goals, yeah. Yeah.
So I reckon, I think we'll win, actually. I think we'll win the 2-0. I think Sims and Wright will both score. Sims 20. If he gets 20 goals on Wednesday, it's mad because they're nowhere near the finished article, are they?
No, definitely not. Oh, here you go. Lee Beckett says Hadji's on 15 in the league and Sims is on 13. Yeah, but all
This is-
competitions, I think it's 9.
Because this is what Jim Brown was talking about. Because nobody has scored. We haven't had 2 players scored 20 league goals each since the 1930s. We're all saying 20 goals, but it's not actually 20 league goals. Yeah, cup games as well.
There you go. If somebody gets a hat trick on Wednesday, they could probably do that in the other 3 games.
Yeah.
I reckon. Yeah.
Hat trick every all 4 games left. Sims hat trick each one.
There's some goals to be had at Blackburn.
There's some goals to be had against QPR as well, because they'll be on the pitch. Right, we've come to the end of the show. Then we have gone way over. We've done nearly 2 hours. Oh my goodness! I didn't think it would go on that long, but it has. Thank you everybody for watching tonight. It's been absolutely fantastic. All the interaction. I hope we read everyone's comments out. If we didn't, we're sorry, but I'm sure we did. I'm sure we read every single comment out. So well done, Claudio, because I can tell you starting to feel it a little bit. I can in your tone that you know what I mean. But well done. Excellent work. We'll be back again on Thursday night. We will have a Blackburn fan on and we'll be digesting the old Hull game as well. Let's hope we get 3 points and keep this push for the playoffs going. We are so proud of the Sky Blues for yesterday to go 3-0 down and to come back to 3-3 against Man United, the biggest team in the world, I think they call them, which I think Real Madrid is, but there you go. That's another story for another day, conversation for another day. But yeah, brilliant, lads. Fantastic. And if any of you are watching, thank you, guys. You were absolutely tremendous. And we do know that the club do watch. So well done, lads. Absolutely brilliant. Chris, you enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Worth every penny going to London? Was it 85 quid for a car park?
Yes, it was. I wouldn't change it for the world. Even my wife said, she goes, can you imagine if you'd just been like at home in bed watching that? Like, you would have been absolutely not ready to shove your head in the oven over missing that. No, I'm glad I did it. No regrets. I know that we didn't get the end result that we wanted. We were robbed of it, but no regrets whatsoever.
Yeah, brilliant. Victoria, you enjoyed it?
Yeah, same as Chris, really. It's just part of the magical journey that we're on, and it's just a good time to be a Cov fan, isn't it, really?
Yeah, I mean, to have a run in the FA Cup like we have, it's just been absolutely brilliant. And it's been so good for the younger fans as well. It's just been, well, like yourself, Victoria and Chris, it's been a magnificent time for you. And you know what I mean? It is just...
it's crazy, isn't it? Like
just before I go, I do want to say one thing. Next year, when we get to the 3rd round, I do not want to hear anyone say it's just a cup competition or why we bother the 3rd round. You're bothering with it for days like yesterday, because you can't get days like yesterday if you put a 2nd string side out in a 3rd round and go out.
Yeah.
That's why it's important.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Vic, for you to see that yesterday, you didn't get to see it in 87. I mean, that must have been special for you.
I mean, that's just the thing, isn't it? Just dreams are being made all the time. I dreamt that it was a dream to be able to see Coventry at Wembley, and that came true in the Checker Trade. I never really ever thought that I'd be seeing them like in an FA Cup semi-final. It's just dreams coming true, really, isn't it? And like you said, for all the kids that were there were so many kids there and the families, and it's just magical, really.
Yeah. I mean, Claudio, what I loved yesterday, everyone wearing the 87 shirt. It looked brilliant on TV and everything. I mean, it was special, weren't it, mate? Brought back good memories, didn't it?
Oh, it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And, you know, and we've got a really powerful fan base now. And it's built up quickly. It's not like we know there's been seasons where we struggled to get people to watch us at any ground, home and away.
Yeah.
And currently, the last 7 years, building up. At this rate, we're going to need a bigger stadium. I'll tell you that now. Because
let's just keep the stadium to start with.
Well, true, but this area is gagging for a big football team, and we've got one in this city. And I don't care about the West Midlands. It's part of Warwickshire. It's Coventry. It's Coventry and Warwickshire. That's how I know it. And
it
always will do. Exactly. Well, it was part of Warwickshire. End of.
Yeah.
And I just think we've got a city. There's so many. It's big enough. It's the 11th biggest city in the UK.
Yeah.
we should be able to get some really good crowds up there, and it's just wonderful.
It is wonderful.
Yeah,
absolutely wonderful. Lee Beckett's just said Hadji's on 18, Sims on 19 for the season. So that's brilliant in all competitions. Mark Cunningham, we're going to leave you with this one. Happy St. George's Day, everyone, for tomorrow. There you go. Happy St. George's Day, everyone. We don't celebrate it enough, so happy St. George's Day, everyone.
And happy birthday to William Shakespeare as well tomorrow.
Oh, is it his birthday, is it?
Yeah, he died on the day he was born. It's not the day he was born, but yeah, you know what I mean.
He died on his birthday.
Yes, he died on his birthday.
Yeah,
got him then.
On that note, we're going. We've had a great show. Thank you, everyone. If you're watching on YouTube or you haven't seen us on YouTube, head over. Please give us a subscribe. I think we're 32 away from the 1,000. So come on, please give us a subscribe. It'd be brilliant. Listen, play up Sky Blues. Let's go and get the 3 points on Wednesday night. Leeds are doing us a favour at the moment. So come on, it's all to play for. Can we win these 4 games? Yeah, we can. Yeah. Definitely can. Come on, you Sky Blues. Play up Sky Blues.
Play up Sky Blues.
Sky Blue Fans TV, for the fans, by the fans.